Hello people, this is Ryder here to review the Kamen Rider Gaim DX Cherry Energy Lockseed. This is our first individually released Energy Lockseed, to which obviously I don't have the packet, I don't have the box for this one. So, but just keep in mind, as you can see from the thumbnail, it's in the same style as like the signature individual Lockseed releases, which is pretty neat. And obviously it still carries the same motif from the Genesis driver and the Sonic Arrow, so just keep that in mind. Anyways, taking a look at the Energy Lockseed, like so. Again, here's the Cherry Energy Lockseed. Obviously, this is really the only new piece, as the majority of this is new. However, this one actually has the smallest hole, because this one actually fills out the most. And obviously, this is now a that scared me. This is obviously a red translucent button, as obviously, as you can see right here, the cherry, which, you know, it's pretty neat that they are actually doing more fruits. So ELS02, which I actually find it funny they actually chose this one to be two, because obviously two separate cherries. And I really do like the translucent red overall. And then obviously the traditional switch, like so. And then obviously pressing this back button like so opens up the cherry like so. Sorry. It splits the cherry, but does it really interestingly. And obviously we can see the inside right there and such. And this is really interesting how this works, because if you close it in one side, it kind of goes back and forth, just because obviously, basically when you close this in, it's pressing the button in. So, I don't know. It's kind of funny. But obviously, Sengoku driver wise, it actually presses down this long peg. Yeah. Switching it on like so. Obviously, we just get that, but now in the red LED. Obviously, that all carries over. And there's the LED activation. There's the rift for Cherry. I was going to say more poppy, but that's not it. So, I forgot to say, here we go with the Genesis driver. Why am I struggling to put this, like, I don't know why I struggle putting the Lockseeds in here. There we have the transformation of Kamen Rider Sigurd, Cherry Energy Arms. And obviously, as you can see right here, we have a red LED. And just overall, like, I think, like, obviously, because of its correlations, I think this one just looks the best in here, just because, like, you know, it works the best. Like, I mean, I like all the energy Lockseeds in here, but this one definitely obviously works just because it's red on red and such. But obviously we have our two traditional finishers. Then we gotta do the Sparky. And obviously, I want to say, like, obviously, this is still the same voice. It's kind of like the Sengoku driver, in a way, where they have the same voice actor, but they have them doing, like, 2 different, like, tones. As you can tell, like, Cherry Energy is a lot more higher pitched than, like, Melon Energy and Lemon Energy. Now, jeez. The Genesis Core. So obviously, for the remainder of these, obviously we're doing them as Gaim. So obviously use the insert the Genesis Core like so. Take your orange Lockseed. I actually scuffed it in the first of when I actually had this in like 3 years. So now we are Gaim Jimba Cherry, to which I forgot. Excuse me. Alright. I forgot to state that each Jimba form actually does have attributes. I know that this doesn't matter within the toy, but obviously just in a way, I guess, to explain their existence, because obviously Jimbo Lemon is like just the not agile, but like, you know, just the basic like strength stuff. Cherry, on the other hand, gives Kota speed. Even though this kind of has no correlation to the actual Ryder it belongs to, you know, it's kind of like, I think what they said, it was like very Kuga based and such. But anyways, we have our 3 traditional finishers. I don't think he, well, I mean, yeah, I don't think he did any finishers with this form. But the thing too is that this form barely got used. Despite the fact he has super speed. So you would think that they would find ways of like bringing it up, but surprisingly, no. It really only got like 2 significant like fights, or like 2 significant moments at least. I think it only did get 2 episodes at best. But anyways, here we go with the Sonic Arrow, to which somehow we have to do this left-handed because Sigurd is a left-handed user, which I just, when I was filming the demo, I realized I was doing these with my left hand, so we're doing this with our right hand now. Yeah, it's really weird to hold it with your actual, like, correct hand, or like, pull it with your... Because obviously it just doesn't work in frame and such, and again, have I not... I forgot if I've actually pointed this stuff out, but... it's really interesting overall. But, you know, the Cherry Energy Lockseed... I will just admit right away, like, even I do have things that I like about it. Like, obviously, Sigurd wasn't particularly one of my favorite designs out of the entire, like, series. And that also goes alongside Cherry, too. But, I mean, it doesn't mean, like, it's a bad item. It's just, like, in my personal preference, this one's probably my least favorite of, like, the Lockseeds as a whole. But, like, again, this does have merits and such. Like, obviously, this is necessary because then you get the red LED with the Genesis driver and such. And, you know, in terms of Jimba, I think it, like, I mean, I think the reason why they probably didn't use it a lot was because of its ability of super speed, which I feel like could have easily just been. I feel like that could have been a thing that could have just. I don't know. It's just kind of weird how underused it was in Jimba, but like other than that, like like it's pretty cheap for the most part. This is still fairly the same price as like a standard Lockseed. Obviously, not when this was originally released, because I think Energy Lockseeds were at least $3 more than a general, like a normal Lockseed, just because of its spring mechanism. But nowadays, you can get this thing for like $10 at best and such. So I do recommend trying to go out and find this and such. Obviously, you're a big fan of Sigurd or Sid as a whole. I do recommend picking this up. Yeah, that'll have to do with this review. This is Ryder, and I'll leave people.